The importance of reading. Hi, my name is Paul Rogers. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please tell me. I just tried to do this before, but I made a mistake. Anyway, the theme of this video is the importance of reading. I believe reading is the most important thing that a student can do to increase vocabulary, to learn new words. It's very important to read, to memorize words, to see them, to see the words in context. Excuse me. To see the words in context, to guess at the meaning, to use a dictionary. But really, there is no other way to increase vocabulary at a good rate. And it's actually very important to have a fairly large vocabulary before somebody can begin to speak, for example. And also, it's just a good habit to get into. You can read all kinds of things. I started studying Spanish with this book a long time ago, Easy Spanish Reader. I found this book in a bookstore. I was living in Tijuana and I was trying to learn Spanish, and it was not easy for me because I was in my 40s. So this is the Easy Spanish Reader. This is the first lesson. It's a simple story in the present tense. At the bottom of this text, it has questions to answer, and then it's followed by the bilingual vocabulary. And what I did is I read this whole book, and when I was at chapter 10, I said to myself, holy cow, I can read Spanish. I was learning Spanish, so I was happy. But anyway, I used that as a method to teach English. And all my students, I made copies. I wrote this book. It's a translation and an adaptation. In other words, I changed it around. So that book was written in 1940. So this is, for example, this is from the first lesson of Ricardo and his family. And in my class, everybody gets a copy of the book, about at least 10 lessons. And they study it for a while. And then here's the vocabulary. And then we read it out loud, even beginners. And I show people that the importance of reading slowly and not to worry about pronunciation, because after we read it out loud in the class, we do some practice on the whiteboard with pronunciation. And eventually, everybody improves their pronunciation, because I also integrate it with my pronunciation lessons, such as tongue twisters. And that's about what I wanted to say about reading. Please go to my page, Inglés con Profe Pablo, that has a section on lecturas. Let me see if I can put it in here. 1 second. There you go. Okay, you can. Nicholas Teo. Like I just said, you have to read. You want to learn vocabulary? Read. Read newspapers. I don't know where you live, but find, perhaps you can find English newspapers. Or use songs. Songs, you can go to YouTube and type in the name of the song and then followed by letras bilingüe, español, inglés. Sometimes you will find a song with the letras in inglés, español, and you can pause the video, study the words, or sometimes you can just get the letras in English, write down the words you do not know, try to guess, adivinar, and make a list of words you do not know and look them up or type them into Google Traductor. That's all I have to say about reading. I've written a lot of lecturas, and I use songs, like I said. So that's it. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please drop a note here or later. Thank you. See you later.